Ukrainian Prime Minister Arseniy Yatsenyuk announced his resignation Thursday in an address before Parliament after the tenuous coalition that kept him in power finally splintered. "I am announcing my resignation in connection with the collapse of the coalition and the blocking of government initiatives," Yatsenyuk said. Reuters reported that the final blow came when Parliament failed to approve a budget law aimed at increasing military spending in the war-torn nation of 45 million people. Yasenyuk came to power in February after a revolution that forced from power pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych, who drew ire for efforts to slow assimilation with the European Union. But in recent days the nationalist Svoboda party and the UDAR movement led by famed former boxer Vladimir Klitscho split from the coalition that helped make Yasenyuk prime minister. Parliament Speaker Oleksandr Turchynov said it was up to UDAR and Svoboda to propose a candidate for temporary prime minister to lead the government until early parliamentary elections can be held. The country has been in turmoil since November, when Yanukovych backed off an agreement to extend Ukraine's EU ties. The agreement had not been well received by Russia or Ukraine's nation's ethnic Russian minority that dominates eastern Ukraine. But Yanukovych's decision to instead strengthen ties with Russia drew massive and sometimes violent protests in pro-European Kiev. Yanukovych fled to Russia and a legislative coalition gave Yatsenyuk the prime minister's job, further aggravating relations with ethnic Russians in eastern Ukraine as well as Russia itself. Separatists in Crimea, encouraged by Russia, declared their independence and backed it with an overwhelming referendum victory in March. Meanwhile, the European Union and Ukraine signed a political and economic agreement committing Ukraine to a deal Yanukovych had rejected in favor of better ties to Moscow.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingmeme.webs.com.